All right, welcome back to Reynolds Workshop. We have today the EUDAX 18 set DC motor kit. It's on Amazon for $29.89, and I thought I'd go through it today and give you an idea of what this might look like for your students, especially if you're looking at kits for distance learning and e-learning, as we all are. So it's got lots and lots of stuff crammed into this box with no name or anything on it, really. Comes with 3 bags of gears and gears and pulleys and sprockets and things. Couple of pieces, a couple of lengths of wire. Let's see if we can lay this out and make sense. It seems like it's 3 kits in one, right? So I'm getting triplet kits of everything. These are shrink tube. 3 switches, little bags of single pole switches, and then a whole bunch of plastic tires, which I assume fit on the motors, and there is a lot of these, so I'll just throw a bunch of those here. There is a little bit of paperwork, and I mean a little bit. Basically it's just telling you this is a good circuit and these are 2 terrible circuits. So it does have an email for customer service and stuff on it, so that might be helpful to some people. And of course, motors. These are the DC little motors you might find on Kelvin or Pittsco or one of those bigger companies. Very simple, but I will tell you right off the bat, I'm noticing all of the connections are solder joints, meaning that all of the wire and motors and everything that you're going to put together here have to be soldered. So if you're planning on sending this home with a student, they're also going to need solder and a soldering iron, which I'm not entirely 100% comfortable sending that home with a kit. But that's up to you. And then there is also some of these white clips that hold the motor in place. I guess they kind of fit together like that. And you can screw it down to something. That's kind of cool. And there's a bunch of those in the kit, as well as a battery pack. The battery packs also need to be soldered, so something to consider. There isn't even enough wire exposed to even twist them together, so maybe a set of wire snips or wire strippers or something would be helpful to get that to work. And another thing I noticed, these battery clips have an on-off switch. Check that out. So that's kind of new. I haven't seen that before with an integrated on-off switch. So you don't need this switch, but kind of cool. All right, so you get 18 of everything, it seems, 18 motors, a whole bunch of wires and stuff. Let's talk about what's in these bags of gears. All right, so in the bag of gears, if I can open it, there is a million little pieces. If you have younger students or students with dexterity issues, I'm not sure this is the kit for you. There are a bunch of large yellow pieces, belts, I think, are the elastic bands, a couple linear gears or worm gears, right? And then a whole bunch of like these little white nylon gears that you would find inside like an RC car or something. They seem pretty rugged. They're very lightweight though, and I imagine if you drop some of these little guys, you would never ever find them. They do press onto the motor shaft, so that's kind of cool. And they fit on there pretty well. And there's a whole bunch of different types. I'm not sure if you can see, but there are a couple of bevel gears. Let's see, here's a little tiny bevel gear, right? So you could do a 90-degree offset with those. There's a couple of little worm drive. I'm not sure that you can see that, but that's a worm drive. There's even a little brass gear in here. It's kind of cool. There are also a gaggle of axles that you can build some sort of transmission for something. No, it doesn't fit in the axle. Maybe that one fits a motor. So that's probably, that one doesn't fit either. Maybe that doesn't fit. Oh, that one goes. So you can build maybe a little transmission. One thing I'm noticing is that you don't have anything to house all of this. So if you were trying to build a transmission, you could, I guess, use some of these, right? Put that together the right way and build a gearbox or something, but seems kind of wonky. It'd be good if it had even a cardboard connector that you could put all this together with. It also does have some larger size pulleys, which is cool. That's useful. I assume this fits on the motor. Look at that. Fits on there nice. Okay. So that's pretty good. Also, you get a spinning disc. It doesn't fit on there. That I don't know what it's for. Doesn't seem to fit anything that's in here. Don't know. And then this piece, I was looking at this earlier. I honestly don't know what this is. If anybody has any ideas. It looks almost like the throat plate from a scroll saw or a bandsaw or something, but if you have any ideas, you can throw them in the comments. It doesn't seem to fit anything. The axles, I mean, obviously fit in there, but that doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure what that's for. And there's no parts list in the kit either, so I'm not sure if everything's even here, which is not ideal. But all in all, if you're looking for a kit to send home with students, or you're looking for something that might have a zillion little pieces that they can lose, this might be the kit for you. I don't foresee myself sending this one home with students, only because of the million little pieces that'll get lost, and no way to really store that well other than the bag. I wish it came with like a little dividers or a plastic box or something. And in terms of building something out of it, like if you sent this home with students for a kit, there are some of these axles that fit the wheels, and you could build a little car or something, but you don't have any of the hardware to do that. So I'm not sure how you would go about that. It does seem to need a small piece of wood or some cardboard or a 3D printed chassis or something like that you could mount all of this stuff to, because even the motor holder needs a screw or something to hold it down, and you don't have that capability within the kit. You can always get other stuff, a balsa wood chassis or something would be fine. But first impressions, the gears, there's lots of them. There's lots of different styles. You have pulleys to gears, which is cool. You can do all sorts of stuff if you had the right housing to put it all together. And it does seem like you get 3 full sets of everything, like the gears and pulleys, and then you get 18 motors, 18 battery packs and stuff. So you have almost a full class set. I think I would use this more in class as a like a grab bin, like, oh, you need motors and gears, go grab the gearbox, and you'd have 1,000 of these little things, and then you could dig in and find the things that you need. All in all, pretty impressed with the volume of stuff you get in there. Again, $29.89, so just under $30 on Amazon, and you get all of this stuff. So 3 sets of gears and pulleys, 18 battery clips, 18 of these tiny electric motors, and a whole gaggle of wheels. So that's that.